अगर आप क्रिकेट फैन हो, स्पोर्ट्स फैन हो, द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इवेंट एवर इन द हिस्ट्री ऑफ इंडियन क्रिकेट इज द 1983 वर्ल्ड कप। आप ये मुझे जिम्बाब्वे मैच के बारे में कपिल देव का रिएक्शन दोबारा बता दीजिए, बिकॉज वो मैच सब कोई, कबीर भी पास में बैठे हैं, 17 for 5, 9 for 4, 175।
कभी कभी बड़े एक्सीडेंट होते हैं ना, वो छोटी छोटी चीज़ें याद रह जाती है, बड़ा एक्सीडेंट भूल जाते हो। तो आई थिंक वो बहुत ही बड़ा एक्सीडेंट था, बट वो छोटी छोटी चीज़ें, हाँ एक दो बड़े शॉट मारे, ड्रेसिंग रूम में गया, कोई नहीं था, नहा रहा था, तब भी आई थॉट सब मेरी टीम मेरे साथ मजाक कर रही हैं, ये एक्सीडेंट याद रहते हैं। तो पूरी पिक्चर शायद स्क्रीन पे जब ये डालेंगे तो मैं खुद देख के I can feel proud about that.
You know, it's very interesting that Kapil sir said this because मैं भी जब रिसर्च कर रहा था तो मैंने कहा ये तो किसी ने देखा ही नहीं है 175 नॉट आउट टनब्रिज वेल्स में। सो आई आस्क्ड कपिल सर दिस ओनली कि ये तो ब्लो बाय ब्लो आप बताइए। एंड कपिल सर सेड एग्जैक्टली दिस कि मैं इतना एक ट्रांस में था कि मुझे एक्चुअली याद ही नहीं डिटेल्स, मेरे को सिर्फ ये था कि मुझे वहाँ जाना है और मुझे सिर्फ आई रिमेंबर दैट लाइन विच रियली स्ट्रक विद मी इज दैट आई वाज ओनली प्रेइंग एज अ टीम वी रीच 100, forget his own 100, his 150, his world record. So इसको रिक्रिएट करने के लिए हम वापस गए कैंट काउंटी, टनब्रिज वेल्स बैठे, हमने वहाँ that entire match has been shot in Tunbridge Wells because one of the few stadiums that has been left exactly the way it was. और फिर हमने वहाँ के पुराने मेंबर्स को इनवाइट किया और फिर कुछ 20-25 लोग आए जो उस दिन थे वहाँ और उन्होंने जो ब्लो बाय ब्लो अकाउंट दिया है उसकी वजह से हमने उसको सिग्निफिकेंट चैप्टर्स ऑफ द फिल्म। और कुछ ऐसी चीजें हैं जो कपिल सर को भी नहीं पता था। कपिल सर को ये नहीं पता था कि उन्होंने विंडशील्ड तोड़ा था एक गाड़ी का, और जो आदमी की गाड़ी का विंडशील्ड तोड़ा था उसने मुझे बताया, he broke my windshield and he said how he went running out to remove his car and he said some 10 others came running behind me and there was a stampede in the car park because the man was hitting sixes into the car park.
From the time of debut, you know, you've been the greatest, by far the greatest cricketer for India. Is 83 the moment that made Kapil Dev?
I wouldn't say that. That's not correct. You know, nobody can become from 100 can't be you become the greatest. Over the period of time, your performance will make you where you reach today, or anybody in that sense. So I wouldn't say one. Yes, that's a very important part of our country because sometimes a small thing can change the thought process of the people. When I meet people now after 38 years or 39 or 40 years, what I get, the best part is, they said we got confidence then. I would say that's our victory. The self-belief to the next generation is everything for a sportsman. Doesn't matter what sports you're playing, but next generation feel, yeah, we like to do that. That's the victory.
ये exactly. So भारत चेंज हो गया, स्पोर्ट नहीं, क्रिकेट नहीं, भारत चेंज हो गया। हमने मैं 7 साल का था, मैं क्रिकेट लेके पढ़ाई करूंगा, ये करूँ, ये जो आपने ये बिलीफ दिला दिया हमें, हम बेस्ट हो सकते हैं, ये चेंज के बारे में बताइए। क्या आपका ये बिलीफ था आप में?
नहीं, उस टाइम बिलीव मेरे में था, but when you are a captain, it's not. Kabir can think something, but he need a team to work with that. Finally, his thought process, my thought process was there, but I could not say कि let whole team will same way, same page can come. So when you have a team game, it takes so much effort to put everybody together. So that halfway through, I would say, which I always said that, halfway through I realized I'm not the captain. I don't have to believe anymore. Because when the team start believing, we can achieve what we have come for. I think your work become much easier.
क्रिकेट का जो आज देख रहे हो, आईपीएल देख रहे हो, इंडियन टीम वर्ल्ड नंबर 1 देख रहे हो, एवरी टूर्नामेंट वी गो वी स्टार्ट एज फेवरेट्स, ये 83 से हुआ है, आप कैसे देखते हैं इसको?
I think a lot of credit goes to bringing the World Cup to India. That was the only thing I would say. Winning, when you win, then your body, everybody get together and say, okay, why not we can have a World Cup in India? Yes, thought process changed slowly, corporate world come into the game. And I must say that 87 World Cup was very, very big thing. We couldn't make it to the final, but it was very, very important for Indian cricket. And then I would say 83 changed thought process. The money started coming in 2007 after T21. And it gone so big. We as a cricketer, entire life, never ever thought ki this is the way the money will come into the country, and we can say one of our cricketer is the richest sports person in this world. That type of thought process wasn't there. The bigger thing was that we used to look up to England, Australia and other countries' salaries. Can we get someday salaries like that to play cricket? And today every person in the world sports want to be salary what Indian player getting. That is a change, and that's a wonderful change.
You know, one thing is to play cricket. One thing is to play cricket, any one of us can go play. But to play Kapil Dev and play it with this level of success and panache, fantastic work. And I've got no problems in saying this. I was watching it and I said to everyone, I've tweeted also, you were brilliant. How daunting was it to start with? And tell me your experience. Floor is yours.
Yeah, I mean, how cool. I think about the fact that I even became an actor in the first place. It's surreal. I am literally living my dream. And then further to that, not only am I an actor of mainstream Hindi cinema, which is exactly what I wanted to do. It's been my lifelong dream. Now I get an opportunity to play Kapil Dev on screen. It was an opportunity that I recognized all too well. What a golden opportunity it was. And I just embraced it with both hands and went to town with it. I firstly was thrilled that I get to play cricket, because just playing cricket gives me so much joy, and then to embody a character who's so inspiring, who's such a talismanic figure on and off screen, such an alpha male, such a leader, somebody whose perspectives on life and insight are so inspiring. I think it's in मेरी life की जब highlight reel बनेगी ना, this will be one of the highlights of my life. More than anything, I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be a part of the telling of such an extraordinary story, a chapter in our history that we feel so proud of, and the reaction is so gratifying. You know, whether it's the players of the original squad or watching them when they were sitting together and watching the film for the first time, man, that was an unforgettable experience.
One is to play cricket, but one is to play cricket in the same manner as perhaps the greatest Indian to have ever played the game, and to pull it off with this level of success. That, for me, I want to know that backstory.
Yes, I feel daunted by these characters when they are pitched or presented to me. When Sanjay Leela Bhansali comes with Alauddin Khilji, or Kabir Khan comes with Kapil Dev, or Rohit Shetty with a full-blown masala character like Simba, initially I do get rattled and I do get daunted and I feel nervous, but it's nervous energy. You know, I learned from Chris Shrikant, who I've had the good fortune and privilege of spending a lot of time with over the past few days in this promotional campaign. He told me it's energy. It cannot be created or destroyed. It can be transmitted, transferred, transformed. So I take that nervousness and I channel it. I turn it into energy that I use to pursue this path of transformation. It's those challenges that excite me. Yes, it was extremely daunting initially. When I was like, man, Kapil Dev, he has such a distinctive persona, way, body language, way of talking. It's a huge challenge, but I was up to it because I was excited about it. I was like, man, this is a new challenge. This is something I haven't done before. Here, I had to become a person who's so well and widely known and recognized. It was very daunting. And I asked the direction team for video footage, and there was none. I was like, itna hi hai? They were like, हाँ sir, itna hi hai. I was like, isse kya hoga? Then I told Kabir, kya kare? He said, we should spend time with Kapil. So I went to his house in my development phase when I was developing the character, and I stayed with him. And him and Romi ji and Amia, who was my touchstone, his daughter was Kabir's assistant on this film, and she was there with me by my side like a touchstone for every detail. There are so many things. I've seen the film 5 times now, and I've watched it with Amia several instances, and she and I have these inside like wink jokes where we did something that we know between ourselves is so Kapil that maybe a lot of people, maybe 90% of people are not realizing that every laugh, every clap, every like the smallest things that Ami and I turn to each other like, hey, or the way one particular word is pronounced, when that is the kind of fine detailing that was done on the character. And it was mirroring Kabir's detailing, because like you, we wanted that cricket का जो कीड़ा होता है ना सर, आपके जैसे मेरे जैसे जो सब कुछ जानता है, you know everything उस मैच में क्या हुआ था, even the stats people, those die-hard fans of cricket and Indian cricket.
1983. I mean, हम लोगों का cricket में, I was 7.
Okay,
and
that's fine.
I was 7. My mother said, I mean, I was crying when India got out from 183, and I thought we are not winning, so I went to sleep. My mother woke me up when India won, so I didn't see it. But obviously, I did a PhD on the game because you all made it possible. Now, Clive Lloyd tells me this. That's my first question. We know the Indian perspective, I've interviewed you 100 times. But Clive says, the whole West Indian team, when they were walking out, apparently Dujon and Andy Roberts went and said, superstition ho raha hai, that something's going wrong. Even if we bowled them out for 183, it's not looking good for us. And every time I've interviewed Clive, I pushed him. He's like, you find it funny, is it? Asking me the same 83 question. Let me tell you this, we may have lost World Cricket 1. Do you think that victory changed world cricket forever?
I think every time if you have a new team comes out, it makes so much sense. I'm not saying India shouldn't win. India should win every time. That's my heart says, my mind says. But every time new country comes out, emerging the winner of the World Cup, it brings so much there. And I feel, yes, 83 done so much good to cricket. And after that, Australia won, T20 India won. Had India not won T20 in South Africa, it wouldn't have reached there, because backbone of world cricket is India today. It was very important to do something like that. So I thought we were a very small country in cricketing manner, not in any other manner. And when you win, your self-belief increases. I think the country was required a self-belief in the sporting side. So I thought it was great. We as a collectively won the world.
Now tell me something, is this true that you had secretly carried a bottle of champagne on the day of the final?
Not secretly, I had, because I said to the team, whatever the result is, we are still champion, because nobody given us to reach to the final. I said, we'll play to best of our ability, and that's it. And I carried just like that. Whatever the result is, we will still celebrate. But I picked up 4 bottles from
the West Indies
dressing room, Clive's room, because they had so many bottles, and during that period, it wasn't like that you come to the ground and shake hands with each other. It was you go to the other losers' dressing room and say bad luck, good luck next time. And I saw there were so many bottles of champagne, I couldn't resist. And I till today I call Clive skipper. As a skipper, I don't think so you need this. Let my team need it more than you need it.
Which is
so
true.
They have so many bottles. I picked up 4 bottles, and that's why we were throwing all around. Otherwise, nobody given us a chance to win that.
When did you start to believe कि आप मैच जीत सकते?
I think ऐसा नहीं कि शुरू से नहीं सोच रहे थे. We were all thinking 183 is a big enough total. If you really look into the count, 1, 2, 3, it's a lot of runs. But I think in cricket we say, till you don't take the last wicket, don't start, jump the gun. just wait for the right moment, it will come. So when we got 4 wicket of theirs, हमें थोड़ा glimpse नजर आना था कि West Indies, one team will come under pressure. Can we put more pressure? And that time was very difficult for me as a captain to put everybody together. कैप्टन का काम क्या होता है ना, बॉलिंग ऐसी नहीं होती कि मुझे करनी है बैटिंग करनी, आपको टीम को पकड़ के रखना है कि टीम ड्रिफ्ट ना करे, और वो बहुत मुश्किल होता है। तो मुझे याद है कि कोशिश कर रहा था कि अनदर एंड ओनली थिंग आई सेड कि हमारे लिए ये 3.5 घंटे का मैच नहीं था।
आप बाथरूम में थे ना, वो स्टोरी बताइए तो।
ऐसा कुछ नहीं था कि हम टॉस जीते, हमने कहा 300 से ऊपर रन बनेंगे, अगला मैच कुछ हो भी गया तो वी आर थ्रू विद द सेमीफाइनल। लेकिन मैंने कहा टॉस जीत के बैटिंग बहुत बड़ी बैटिंग है, और जिम्बाब्वे की टीम कोई ऐसी तूफान भी नहीं टीम है जैसे हम खेल रहे थे। अच्छी टीम है पर ऐसी टीम नहीं है कि हमारी ये सिचुएशन। आपकी क्रिकेट में जो होती है डिस्कशन होती है प्लान ए, प्लान बी, प्लान सी, बट ये प्लान जेड था, ये किसी ने सोचा नहीं था
17 पे 5 हो जाए।
हाँ, कभी आप डिस्कशन भी नहीं ऐसी हो सकती थी ड्रेसिंग रूम में कि ऐसा हो सकता है। तो मैं टॉस जीत के मैंने कहा अच्छा बैटिंग करो, मैं नहा लेता हूँ, बिकॉज काफ़ी ठंडी थी और नहाने में मज़ा आता था, गर्म पानी में नहा के। फिर मैं बहुत, मेरा नंबर 6-7 पे बैटिंग कर रहा हूँ, मैं बाथरूम में गया और मेरे को नहीं पता उसके बाद क्या हुआ, सिर्फ इतना पता चला मैंने पैर डाले, अंदर गया ड्रेसिंग ग्राउंड के अंदर, मैंने पूछा क्या हो रहा है, कहते जी आ रहे हैं और जा रहे हैं। मैंने कहा हो क्या रहा है, कहते पता नहीं, कोई बीट ही नहीं हो रहा, एज लग रहा है और आउट हो रहे हैं। तो इतना याद है, उसके बाद मेरे को ज़्यादा इससे याद नहीं, बिकॉज आई थिंक व्हेन यू आर इन अ मिशन योर माइंड गोज देयर। ओनली थिंग आई वुड से दैट इनिंग एवरीबडी सेज इम्पोर्टेंट, बट शायद उस दिन के बाद बाकी मैचेस में I wasn't the captain. Team was the captain, because their self-belief increased. If we can win from this situation, nobody can beat it. So I think कभी-कभी जब आपकी टीम सोच लेती है तो फर्क होता है। कैप्टन तो always mad होता है, सोचता ही बहुत ज़्यादा है। या chairman of the company, he can think very big, but does everybody think the same manner? And I think it happened. After that, I didn't say to anybody what time you want to practice. Team used to decide. नहीं आज सुबह practice करेंगे, आज दोपहर को करेंगे. When the team start deciding what we have to do, you done the job.
Aji, you've been an inspiration right through. 83 was I keep saying, overnight a sport became religion, and you've always going to be the person who did that. So as
Not me, my team.
Yes, your team.
I will never
Yes, your team. But as leader, as the head of that team, you deserve a lot of credit. Thank you so much.